What a great season, experience, run that was just a magical time. I love looking back at it.
We talked about from day one, national championship should be the goal.
This is a special place. I would do anything to get one more day to play on this field with these guys, because the stories you get and the memories you have, it just means so much.
Obviously a special year in the program's history, and we rolled into an 06 season that, we went on a pretty special run.
It's great to get the band together again, relive, that 06 run. It was a great time in all of our lives. It's one of the best times of my life.
Garber Field brings back a lot of good memories that we had as a team, and brought the program to a place where we wanted to.
We have so much pride for what we do out here, what we did out here at Garber, and what now that the current guys are doing. That this is a great experience for us.
We all had a special bond as a group, as a team. It was a great season, off the field and on the field. We all just got along really well.
It's awesome. It's really nice. I don't think a lot of teams get the same type of camaraderie that the UMass culture leads us to. So I'm really happy that I'm here.
It was a close group of individuals. We got to know each other a lot better throughout the year, and as the year progressed, we just became closer, and it all worked out for us.
UMass's miracle comeback of the season came against Fairfield on April 25th.
The Fairfield game, we were down 2 goals with about a minute and a half to go in the game.
The game that really catapulted our run was the Fairfield game. Down 2 goals with a minute to go, and we win regulation, and kind of saved our season. And that's where everything started from there.
Sean Morris finishes off the feed right here with 49 seconds left in regulation.
I think we lose that, we're not in the NCAA tournament, and kind of that don't ever give up attitude.
Came back with a minute left to beat Fairfield to make it into the playoffs, and I think that just sparked something in the group.
I'm thinking about the speech about, okay, we'll get Syracuse in the next game here, and we fly back, and Jake Dean scores a goal, and Sean Morris scores a goal. We score the winning goal in regulation. Boy, oh boy.
Really, I think on that point, we won that midweek game and then started to roll into it. That propelled us into the playoffs and kind of had a fearless attitude.
A miracle comeback for the Minutemen.
The Cornell game to open the playoffs, I thought, was one of the best back and forth games that I was involved in my 4 years here. The announcers that were set to cover our game kind of pestered my parents at breakfast about what our strategy was, how we were going to deal with the fact that we were undersized, or how they were more athletic than we were, and how were we going to account for that.
I remember Jack Reed on the bus screaming at our guys about how we need to play and who thinks what about us.
So when we walked out on the field, they played Mickey Mouse. After the game, we beat them. Coach Miller ran into the locker room, and he's like, I don't hear him playing effing Mickey Mouse anymore, and we all went nuts.
3:46 to go. Jeff Tambroni can't believe it. 2:34 to go. Staber Tamaris to Recchioni. UMass wins this one 10-9.
I think our kind of way, our path to the Final Four was exactly what embodies what the UMass culture from a lacrosse standpoint is overall.
UMass and Hofstra have played each other 5 times in the past 4 years, but no game has been bigger than Saturday's. A Minutemen win would send the UMass program to a place it's never been in the 52-year history of the program. That place, the Final Four.
6:48 to go in the third. This is the save of the week. One of the best you'll see all time. Doc Snyder, can you believe it? And then Morris scores, makes it 10-7. Hofstra clinging to a 3-goal lead with 7:27 to go. Jim Connolly, 10-8. 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Andrew Recchioni, who had such a big goal against Cornell last week, scores 10-9 with less than a minute to go. Here comes Rory Pedrick. He plants, he stings one top shelf. We are tied with less than a minute to go in the ball game.
Garber a feed in front. Conley scores! Jam Conley has won it for UMass! They're going to the national semifinals for the first time.
Well, I remember a lot of Powerade on the ceiling. It was just dripping down on my head after we were done throwing stuff up there.
I just remember going in there, and the guys are messing my hair up. It was Powerade going to the ceiling, and it was wild.
What stuck out to me was, we're not done yet. And looking back on it, I think if we didn't beat Maryland, it wouldn't have the same run and the same feel.
Getting all the way to Philadelphia, which is where I'm from, in the Final Four, was great. So it was a really neat experience, not only for myself, for my family, my friends, and most certainly my teammates.
The fans came in from Amherst, from New York, from Long Island, from all across the Eastern Seaboard, and they were excited. Next face-off, Jake Dean, the senior, pops it clean. 10 seconds later, he gets another rebound in front. UMass up by 4, a huge play in this ball game. UMass, they're in the national title game for the first time in school history. They win 8-5.
I thought it would be more appropriate, really, that we were walking onto that field while our classmates were walking across the stage, because that was a graduating moment for this program.
That to me, that was one of the most memorable runs in NCAA lacrosse ever. Okay, you're not going to see a bunch of number 12s or number 13 seeds make it all the way to the national championships.
It's a special group. It's a unique group, and something that I guess the UMass lacrosse legacy will always have us.
Rally on a pass from Red Carpet and sent the Minutemen to their first ever Final Four.